phones, Moto G5s Plus and Moto G5s. Moto G5s Plus launched in India at rupees 15,999 and G5s priced at India at rupees 13,999. Both the phones are now on sale. Moto G5s Plus and Moto G5s were launched in India as the special edition of the Moto G5s series. Lenovo owned Motorola lately has been expanding their product portfolio aggressively in India and launching Moto smartphones across different price points. Continuing the strategy, the company has unveiled the Moto G5s Plus and the Moto G5s in India within 6 months of the original Moto G5 Plus launch. Notably, both the smartphones have been introduced in India within a month of the global launches, which confirms the brand's commitment to Indian market. Moto G5s and Moto G5s Plus smartphones are being heavily marketed as special edition devices, which promises some upgrades. Most significantly, in the camera department, the Moto G5s Plus supports a dual rear camera with Moto G5s featuring a single rear camera with a single 16 megapixel sensor. Additionally, the company on Tuesday also slashed the price of the Moto G5s Plus, G5 Plus actually, smartphone in India post the launch of Moto G5s Plus. The 4GB variant of the Moto G5 Plus, which was launched in March at 16,999, will now be available at a reduced price of 14,999 in India. The new Moto G5s and G5s Plus bring new features and minor upgrades in terms of hardware, but will those be enough taken on the current competition? While we will be able to answer the question only after a review, here are our first impressions of new Moto devices. Moto G5s Plus and Moto G5s design. Both the new G5 series phones largely follow similar design cues earlier seen on the Moto G5 Plus smartphone. Both feature metal unibody design and feel solid right away. However, we did not really like the antenna bands that were running at the back panel of the both Moto G5s Plus and Moto G5s, which make them look like many phones already available out there. The front is also similar to what we have already seen on the Moto G5 Plus. There is a fingerprint scanner at the bottom of both the display, which can be used as one button navigation key for gesture based access to home, back, or recent apps. The rounded corners make sure that the phone fit well in the palms. Both the Moto G5s Plus and Moto G5s feature front-facing LED flash alongside the camera sensor. There's Moto branding in the front, while a legendary Batwing icon embossed at the back, much like the G5 Plus. The main sensor at the back protrudes, which means you have to be careful while placing the phone on the surface, or else you could damage the lens. Our recommendation would be to use a back cover. Thankfully, the metal design gives confidence in using the handset. Considering that the Moto G5 wasn't an all metal phone, the Moto G5s is a big upgrade for the smaller variant. However, the metallic back also means that the phones are slightly slippery. Moto G5s Plus and Moto G5s specification. Starting with the bigger variant, the Moto G5s Plus features a 5.5-inch full HD 1080 into 1920 pixels display with a Corning Gorilla Glass 3 cover on the top. The Moto G5 Plus, on the other hand, features a 5.2-inch Full HD display, much like the original sibling Moto G5s Plus. Is powered with an octa-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 625 Snapdragon processor clocked at 2.0 GHz coupled with 4 GB of RAM. It would be available in just 64 GB storage while also supporting expandable storage via micro SD card up to 128 GB. It packs a 3000 mAh battery, non-removable battery, and comes with a turbocharger in the box. The Moto G5s Plus will be made available in lunar grey and blush gold colors. According to the smaller variant, the Moto G5s features a 5.2-inch Full HD IPS LCD display with Corning Gorilla Glass 3 protection. It is powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 430 octa-core Snapdragon processor clocked at 1.4 GHz coupled with 3 GB of RAM. It bears 32 GB of inbuilt storage and supports expandable storage via micro SD card up to 128 GB. The Moto G5 is backed up by 3000 mAh battery and also supports turbocharger, which comes in the box. Both phones run Android 7.1.1 Nougat out of the box with Moto Actions and Moto Display features, which are Motorola exclusive software enhancements. One of the highlight features of the Moto G5s Plus is its dual 13 megapixel sensors at the back with an f2.0 aperture depth ending software and dual LED flash. On the front, it bears an 8 megapixel sensor with the f2.0 aperture, wide angle lens, and an LED flash. Moto G5s on the other hand supports a 16 megapixel sensor with PDAF and f2.0 aperture and LED flash. On the front it bears a 5 megapixel sensor. It's worth pointing out that Moto G5 Plus came with a f1.7 aperture which resulted in better low light images. We will have to wait for a review to see whether how the Moto G5s Plus fares in low light conditions compared to its sibling. The Moto G5s Plus and Moto G5s initial thoughts. The Moto G5s Plus and the Moto G5s impressed us with the snappy performance in the limited time. Inputs and multitasking works well. Cameras on the Moto G5s Plus do seem an upgrade compared to the Moto G5 Plus. In some departments, the depth effect worked smoothly in some samples we clicked. We will, however, reserve our verdict on the Moto G5s Plus and Moto G5s performances in cameras until we get a chance to put them on pace during our detailed review. The Moto G5s Plus brings a bigger screen and dual camera experience at a minor increase of just rupees 1000 compared to the big Moto G5 Plus, while Moto G5s brings better body and minor upgrades in hardware. The Moto G5s Plus and Moto G5s have been launched in India at 15,999 and 13,999 respectively. At these prices, the new Moto G5s Plus and Moto G5s phones can expect to take on the Samsung Galaxy J7 Max, Xiaomi Redmi Note 4 and a few upcoming phones from Xiaomi and Coolpair. Hope you enjoyed.